The Strand International Song Series is a series of 5 concerts featuring some of opera's most sensational singers singing solo recitals. I caught up with sensational pianist herself, Annabel Thwaite. Annabel Thwaite, thank you so much for joining us today and to talk to us about your forthcoming, not 1 concert, but 3 concerts. You have collaborated with some of the biggest names in opera, Strand, for example. What do you feel as a pianist is your role when working with a singer?
As a pianist, you have to create all these colours and support the singer. And it's also really lovely to be spontaneous and just kind of, it's this musical language, it's these hidden secrets that you just pick up on. I think it's really, really, I think it's really magical. The colours and the way they place their consonants or their vowels. Obviously, maybe some singers take bigger breaths than others or something because they're going to do something more sinister. I mean, you know, when I work with Bryn, he just keeps the phrase going for a kind of infinite time. It's just incredible. And you're there, you have to keep the moment and help them along the way in terms of just supporting their musical ideas and maybe giving a few of your own as well. So as a collaborative pianist, it's such a joy to play with so many different voice types, so many different personalities, because, for example, I'm doing a recital with the lovely Sam Young, and it's a very travelling programme. We've got Vaughan Williams, and then we've got the Mahler songs, and then with Ilona, we've got this kind of tour of Europe. You know, the Cantaloupe is a different sound world because it's actually very orchestral. Whereas the Tchaikovsky is, you know, very much written for the piano, as is Chopin. And Chopin, of course, is famous for loads of piano, his solo repertoire, but the songs are hidden gems.
Yeah, it's really interesting about the Chopin songs. I think he actually wrote them for people that he knew in letters. And so this feeling of giving
and
music.
very personal.
Very personal, very personal. And we're going to be in a very present and personal space of St Mary le Strand.
St Mary le Strand is so beautiful because it's right bang in the heart of a very busy London life, and these concerts are at 6 o'clock, you know, kind of rush hour, or people at the very end of the day of work before they go and have a glass of wine or 2. And I think, you know, when you walk in through the doors there, it's just the most kind of meditative experience. It's like going into a musical spa, getting a fix of something, and then walking out into your own world again. And I think that's very special with this acoustic and the way it's all been set up.
How do you pace yourself in a concert when you've got such big repertoire to play? I mean, do you have any tips for pianists?
I'm very fit in terms of, I do a lot of running and spin classes, probably not what you expect from a classical musician. And there was a time when I had a very big programme of, it was Chopin's sonatas, and I would stand on the running machine with my Chopin book, and all the people at the gym would be going, huh? Because I would be listening and going through it because it's stamina building. I thought if I can do a 45-minute run whilst reading Chopin, then I can do anything. So that's my tip, really. But I think adrenaline always kicks in and you just live for the moment.
Queen of multitasking. Can I ask you about your own path in music and some of your own studies?
Well, I was a very normal background, really. I came from just went to a very normal academic school, and it was a lovely music teacher who spotted something and said she should go to a music conservatoire in London. And then from there, somebody suggested, you know, she should go and spend a bit of time in Paris at the CNSM, the big conservatoire. And so I was doing a lot of solo and went off to Paris. And then I ended up in the Ravel Academy in Saint-Jean-de-Luz, and just ended up hanging out with loads and loads of singers of different nationalities. And when I came home, I still did a lot of solo, but I just fell into all this kind of chain music and singer world and never left it. So, you know, I think singing's really at the heart of what I do. I'm so lucky to play for Sir Bryn Terfel. It's just a dream. It was my dream and I'm living it.
Incredible.
And I think singing is the essence of any musician. You know, we all have an instrument, but you've got to sing because this is from here, comes from your heart.
I think, yeah, totally. The connection of singing and the soul, and then being able to take that through into an instrument is amazing.
We never know what instrument we're going to get. It's a blessing at St Mary's to have this beautiful Steinway. But funnily enough, one of the best recitals I've ever done was in a back street of Rotherham with a crappy little upright, and it was just everything that I was hearing was coming out on this instrument. It was quite a magical moment.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
It's a pleasure.